today we are going to discuss how to set up locations and get them configured correctly within the Milagros platform. First thing you want to do is log into your platform, go to Utilities, Locations and Market, and you will go to the main location page where you will be able to view all of your locations. Notice here you have a visibility icon. You could select or deselect specific fields that you don't want to view. We'll just go ahead and enable everything for time being. If you go to new locations, it will allow you to fill in the entire profile details for that location. If you keep pieces of information that must be entered in, location name, unit number, it must be a unique 4-digit number. Time zone is extremely important because all of your point of sale transactions will be time stamped using this time zone. So make sure that this matches the location time zone. Enter your address, subscribe it to any modules that you wish to subscribe to, for example the SmartPOS or SmartWait, Smart Menus, SmartX, etc. Select the tax rate for that specific location. You can actually create multiple tax rates by going into the settings field. Actually, we'll open that in a new tab. You'll go to settings and then you go to accounting and you go into your tax settings and you can configure as many tax codes as you need. Enter the name, add it to your chart of accounts. For example, here we have a sales tax payable. And then you can group whether it's a single tax or it's a group tax, and then if it's a percentage or fixed amount. Once you configure it, it becomes available here for your selection. If you do use online ordering, make sure the toggle button is enabled. Enter your start and end time that you wish to accept online orders, and that will be enabled. Your email address is the email for the location. This is actually used to email notifications to the store. For example, the sales summary, negative reviews from SmartX. Anything else that needs to go to the location will be emailed here. Your Facebook, make sure it's the location Facebook, not the brand, unless you have one Facebook for the entire brand. Same thing with Yelp. Make sure that it's the actual review page for Yelp. We'll demonstrate that here shortly. Same thing with Google. Make sure it's the review page of Google, not just a page that Google Map has linked to. Towards the end of the video, we will discuss how to find this link and add it to your profile. Company website, phone number, self-explanatory. Your menu options here. If you have an all-day menu, just select it here under breakfast and don't select the start and end time. It will automatically make that menu a 24/7 menu. If you do day part your menu, you could choose your breakfast, lunch, dinner, select a specific start and end time, and it will automatically change the menu at those times. Here, if you assign the location to yourself, only you can do changes, run transactions, etc. If you assign it to everyone, every user within the platform can access this location, or you could assign all of your managers, staff, everybody, assign them here to this location so they can run the POS system, ring up transactions, and actually make changes to the location. Once you've done that, go ahead and hit save. We'll take a look at one of these locations that we've created already. So you can see the test location, the unique unit number. There's a device manager here that controls your apps for each different product. So SmartWait uses the iPad, and this generates a device ID for the iPad. The point of sale one's on Android. So you could just simply add a device ID in here to be used for each tab. Each tablet will use a unique device ID. So we'll go ahead and cancel out. You've got the register phone number. This is used for the SmartWait in order to send out text notifications about the table being ready, etc. If you have actually a floor plan, be sure to create your floor plan here. This allows you to create your, for example, main dining, bar, patio, etc. First floor, second floor. If you do set up the floor plan, you'll be able to generate the QR codes that are actually used for smart menus, which allows the person to order directly from the table by scanning this QR code. You could download them and put them on any graphics that you wish to insert them on. This main QR code here is actually used for smart menus as well. This is a generic smart menus that people can actually just take a look at it. They can't order from it because it's not linked to a table, but they will be able to browse the menu electronically, see pictures, filter the menu by favorites, etc., and interact with the menu electronically rather than having a paper menu. So actually, if we click here on this link, you can see that it takes us directly to our Facebook page. If we go back and click on this Google page, you can see that it's taken us directly to the Google review page. So when a customer has a positive experience, it automatically reroutes them here. They can just hit 5-star, type in a note, post comment, and they're done. You just got a new 5-star review. So this is why it's important for it to be linked directly from the review page. Now let's go back and briefly touch on market. So what is a market? A market is simply a group of locations. It could be geographical, it could be by pricing, it could be by franchisee, or anything else that you want to create it with. You could have a market that has 3 stores in California, 4 in Texas, and 6 in New York, and just make them into an individual market. And you can just go to the market, name it, and select which locations are part of this market. This makes it easier for you to assign multiple people to multiple locations at once rather than having to add those people individually to each location. It also makes it easier for you to run reports. So if you're trying to run a sales report, you could just select the market, which automatically selects all of the locations for you and allows you to run that report without having to select each individual location. So let's go over how do you find the direct review page for your brand. If you want to do the Google one, you have to go to your Google listing page. So go to business.google.com and you can log in with whatever user ID and password you created your location on Google Maps. And if you log in, you'll see the name of your company. And if you come here to this section on the right, you can see that it says get your first review, share review form. You just simply click on that. You'll be able to copy this link. And this is the link that you would enter into your location in order to redirect the user to that specific page as we demonstrated earlier. So that is the link that will go here. For Yelp, you follow this similar pattern. For example, let's go to this and we find Christina's Mexican restaurant here. You would click on the reviews and it will bring you to the review page. Let's go ahead and wait for it to load. You will click then on write a review. And once it brings you to this page, this is the link that you're going to copy on in your address bar in your browser. So let me just move this down. And this is the specific link. I'm going to right click, copy, and we're going to go ahead and go back to our location and paste that link in here. Now when the user clicks on the Yelp logo at the end of the survey, and if they had a positive survey, it will automatically take them to that link, which actually let's go ahead and update that in here and we'll see the actual link when we click on it. So now if I click on this, it will automatically take me to this page where I can just hit 5 stars, type in a comment, post review, and I'm done. I just got another 5-star review. If you want to make that URL shorter, you could do that using like tinyURL or something else in order to shorten the URL. So this was a quick summary on how to create the locations and how important it is to configure some of these options properly and correctly in order to get the maximum benefit from the Milagros platform.